The talk surrounding a potential fight between Tank and Jose Rayo Valenzuela has only intensified following new training footage of Rayo, fueling heated reactions across the boxing world. Rayo Valenzuela, fresh off his victory over Pitbull Cruz, a fighter who took Tank the distance in a hard-fought match, is now openly gunning for Gervonta Davis. The timing of this couldn't be more perfect, as Tank has been eyeing a return to the ring later this year, with potential dates in November and December.
Saying that Gervonta Davis versus El Rayo is going to be the next fight. I got Tank beating.
Rayo's latest comments and his confident demeanor have left everyone almost sure that he is Tank's next fight. Right after his victory over Pitbull Cruz, Rayo has consistently voiced his belief that he can take down Tank. This has only added to confidence he showed some months ago, saying, "If I fought Tank, I would fight him very smart. I would have my feet under me, and one thing that you can't count out is knockout power. I'm a dangerous fighter. I wouldn't be surprised if I knocked him out." These words were not empty boasts, as his recent training footage suggests he's backing up his talk with serious work in the gym. Rayo now claims he's even more polished and ready to challenge Tank on November 23rd, should that fight come to fruition. For Rayo, this isn't just about stepping into the ring with an undefeated fighter. It's about being the one to hand Gervonta Davis his first career loss. The recent developments in Rayo Valenzuela's career have added an intriguing dimension to the potential showdown with Gervonta Davis. In his post-fight interviews and comments, Rayo has been adamant about his readiness for Tank.
Son who were world champions and a few other champions, and David being a champion himself just teaches me a lot in and out the ring.
"I've been sharpening my tools, working on my footwork, my movement, and my timing," Rayo said. "Tank's a great fighter, but I'm not the same fighter I was a year ago. I'm stronger, faster, and more intelligent in the ring. November 23rd is my date. I'm ready to give Tank his first loss." Rayo's confidence is not unfounded. His team has been working hard behind the scenes, bringing in elite sparring partners and trainers to refine his technique. His most recent training footage showcases a fighter who looks quicker on his feet, more precise with his punches, and much more focused on movement and defense. Key attributes for anyone stepping into the ring with Gervonta Davis. The footage, which surfaced online, showed Rayo working on his footwork and upper body movement, areas that would be crucial in a fight against Tank, a powerful and aggressive puncher who is known for his devastating knockout power. Rayo's sharp movement and defensive work suggests that he is preparing for a chess match in the ring rather than a pure brawl, which could be the key to defeating Tank. Naturally, Gervonta Davis has not remained silent in the face of Rayo Valenzuela's growing confidence and public challenges. Known for his ferocity inside the ring and his calm yet biting demeanor outside it, Tank reacted to the new training footage of Rayo with a mixture of appreciation of skill and veiled threats. While Tank is aware of Rayo's recent victory over Pitbull Cruz, a fighter who gave him one of his toughest matches, Davis has shown no signs of being intimidated by the prospect of facing Valenzuela. "I see what he's doing, but that's nothing new to me. Kid still has a long way to go before he thinks of getting in the ring with me."
Sacrificed everything for him, and tonight, much.
A breather, or maybe that left uppercut really shook him up a little bit.
While Tank's words may sound dismissive, they also reveal his mindset heading into the latter part of 2024. For him, every fighter is the same, a stepping stone to further solidifying his legacy as one of the greatest lightweights in modern boxing. However, rumors from within his camp suggest that Tank is taking Rayo Valenzuela more seriously than he lets on. Sources have stated that Davis has been quietly keeping tabs on Rayo's progress and is intrigued by the possibility of facing him in the ring.
Known as a puncher at 130, he's moving up to 135. That power will be... Oh, he gets knocked down! He gets knocked down!
With Tank targeting either November 23rd or December 14th for his next fight, the window is open for a potential clash with Rayo should the logistics align. There have been whispers of Tank sharing a card with David Benavidez, possibly as part of a PBC doubleheader, which would elevate the event's profile and ensure strong pay-per-view sales. However, Tank has remained non-committal about his next opponent, with names like Edwin de los Santos and Jose Valenzuela being thrown into the mix as possible contenders. For both Gervonta Davis and Rayo Valenzuela, a fight between them would carry enormous stakes. For Tank, it would be another opportunity to defend his undefeated record and prove that he is still the king of the lightweight division. For Rayo, it represents a career-defining moment, the chance to take down one of boxing's biggest names and vault himself into superstardom. If the fight happens on November 23rd, it could come at a critical juncture for both fighters. Gervonta Davis, now 29 years old and sitting on a perfect record of 30-0 with 28 knockouts, has been looking to solidify his legacy before potentially facing Shakur Stevenson in 2025. A fight against Rayo, who stylistically presents a challenge similar to Shakur, could serve as ideal preparation for what many believe will be the defining fight of Tank's career. On the other hand, Rayo Valenzuela is on a mission to prove that he is not just another name in the lightweight division, but a future champion who can dethrone the likes of Gervonta Davis. Having won the WBA 140lb title earlier this year, Rayo would likely need to drop back down to 135 pounds to challenge Tank for his WBA regular lightweight strap, a move that could add another layer of complexity to the negotiations. However, Rayo seems undeterred by the weight cut and is laser-focused on the task at hand. His slick movement, powerful punches, and growing ring IQ have drawn comparisons to Shakur Stevenson. Yet unlike Shakur, Rayo brings a more aggressive, entertaining style to the table, one that US fans have begun to embrace. As one boxing analyst put it, Rayo is like a more exciting version of Shakur. He's got that same slickness, but he's bigger, stronger, and hits harder. If Tank is looking for a fight that can get him ready for Shakur, then Rayo is the guy. But make no mistake, Rayo isn't just a stepping stone, he's coming for Tank's head, and he believes he can knock him out.
If I fought Tank, I would fight him very smart. I would have my feet under me, and one thing you can never count out is power. You know, I also got long reach. So I'm a dangerous fighter.
As the potential November 23rd of December 14th fight date approaches, all eyes are on Gervonta Davis to make his next move. While fans eagerly await the announcement of his opponent, the tension between Tank and Rayo Valenzuela continues to build. The new training footage of Rayo has only added fuel to the fire, with many wondering if Tank is underestimating his potential opponent. However, as we all know, we are not sure of who Tank will fight next, and word on the street is, it's been kept as a secret, and Ryan Garcia has been one of those voices who say that it's for sure Valenzuela. Now, despite his suspension from boxing, which followed multiple failed substance tests after his victory against Devin Haney, a result that was eventually overturned, Garcia is still stirring the pot. He has his eyes on a major comeback in April 2025 and has already issued a challenge to none other than the WBO super lightweight champion, Teofimo Lopez. Garcia's challenge to Lopez was direct and bold, as he took to Twitter, writing, "Ryan Garcia versus Teofimo Lopez for my return in April. Let's make it happen, Teo." This announcement quickly ignited reactions, with fans of both fighters weighing in on whether such a bout would be feasible or exciting. While Lopez himself has yet to respond to the call-out, the fight would certainly be a high-profile clash, pitting two of the most explosive names in the lighter weight classes against each other. However, the conversation didn't stop there. One fan, commenting on Garcia's tweet, reminded him of his earlier statements that he could potentially face Jose Rayo Valenzuela. Garcia, in classic fashion, replied with a cryptic statement saying, "He fighting Gervonta." This claim about Valenzuela being Davis's next opponent has added a new layer of intrigue to the already swirling rumors regarding Tank's next move. The idea of a Davis versus Valenzuela fight seems to have been floating around for some time, but many in the boxing world remain skeptical. Trainer Robert Garcia, for instance, dismissed the speculation, stating that he isn't sure where these rumors originated. He also hinted that a weight switch would likely be required for the fight to happen, considering that Valenzuela recently captured the WBA super lightweight title and Davis's focus has remained at lightweight. Adding to the uncertainty is the possibility that Valenzuela could face Isaac Cruz in a rematch. The two fought just recently in a contest that saw Valenzuela pull off a significant upset over Cruz. Given the excitement surrounding their first bout, a rematch could be in the works, especially if there is a rematch clause in their contract. Cruz, known for his durability and relentless pressure, would surely want to avenge that loss and get back into title contention. Should the rematch materialize, it would likely delay any potential bout between Valenzuela and Davis. While Valenzuela seems to be in a strong position following his recent victory, his camp has not confirmed any immediate plans for another fight this year. Trainer Robert Garcia has downplayed rumors of a year-end return for Valenzuela, saying that it's unlikely he'll be back in the ring before 2025. With that in mind, the idea of Davis facing Valenzuela by the end of 2024, especially for a high-stakes PPV event, seems increasingly improbable. Or is it? Gervonta Davis's promoter, Leonard Ellerbe, has also weighed in on the matter, adding more nuance to the situation. Ellerbe recently stated that while there are multiple options on the table for Davis's next fight, Valenzuela is not the only potential opponent. Tank will be back before the end of the year, Ellerbe said. We're looking at a couple of guys right now, but he'll be back before the end of the year. As of now, the two potential dates for Davis's return are November 23rd or December 14th, though the identity of his opponent remains up in the air.
Why not? Why not?
Music to my ears.
Yeah,
I like
why,
that. Yeah.
Why not? Why not? He's a good fighter.
What's particularly interesting is Ellerbe's continued insistence that Davis has his sights set on Shakur Stevenson, a fight many boxing fans have been eagerly anticipating. However, Ellerbe stressed that the timing must be right for a fight of that magnitude. As it relates to the Shakur Stevenson fight, Tank wants him. Tank wants him, but it's all about the timing of everything, he added. A clash between Davis and Stevenson would undoubtedly be one of the most anticipated fights in boxing, but whether it happens in 2024 or is pushed back to 2025 remains to be seen. For now, fans are left speculating on what Davis's next move will be. If Valenzuela is indeed being lined up as his next opponent, it would be a huge fight, but it would also come with logistical challenges, particularly concerning weight. On the other hand, if Davis is gearing up for a fight that will prepare him for Stevenson in the near future, Valenzuela might not be the ideal opponent due to his style and size. Now, it now seems more interesting to think of a fight between Tank and Rayo instead of Shakur. Besides, Rayo himself is a great talent, probably even better than Shakur, as some fans put it. Even if he has not yet had the big fights, we saw how composed he was against Cruz, and not only that, it has been confirmed that Rayo has put down Teofimo Lopez too. Jose El Rayo Valenzuela has remained somewhat under the radar in the boxing world, despite his immense potential and power. However, recent revelations have sparked renewed interest in the young fighter, especially when it comes to his ability to pose a genuine threat to the top names in the lightweight division. Valenzuela, who currently boasts an undefeated record of 8-0 with 5 knockouts, confirmed a rumor that has been circulating for some time. He knocked out former lightweight champion Teofimo Lopez during sparring sessions on 2 separate occasions. These knockouts, which took place before Valenzuela made his professional debut in 2018, highlight just how dangerous he can be, particularly to high-profile fighters like Gervonta Tank Davis. According to Valenzuela, the first knockout happened with a brutal body shot that left Teofimo unable to continue. "It's 100% truth. I stopped him in the first round to the body," said Valenzuela, recalling the sparring session. He went on to add that Lopez, who was 3 years older at the time, came back 2 weeks later for a rematch, only to suffer a similar fate. "Right before my pro debut in 2018, Teofimo came back 2 weeks later. I stopped him again. We said 6 and he did 4. He only wanted 4, so he didn't come out for the 4th round. But that's old news," Valenzuela explained.
100% truth. You know, I stopped him the first round to the body. Before my pro debut, right before I turned pro, he came back 2 weeks later, stopped him again. We said 6, he did 4, he only wanted 4.
For many fighters, knocking out a future world champion like Teofimo Lopez in sparring would be a crowning achievement. But Valenzuela is more focused on the future than past victories in the gym. I want to move forward. I want to get big stops like I did tonight and keep getting better and have people talk about this and not about sparring that was years ago, he stated during the post-fight press conference following his win against Nelson Hampton. Valenzuela's desire to move beyond these sparring stories is understandable, but his ability to knock out someone as talented and accomplished as Lopez speaks volumes about his power, particularly his body shots. Body punching is a skill that often goes underappreciated in boxing, but Valenzuela has already shown a remarkable aptitude for landing devastating blows to the midsection. His fight against Hampton was a perfect example of his ability to target the body, as Valenzuela secured a first-round knockout with ruthless precision. Hampton, a seasoned fighter with a respectable record, was simply no match for the 21-year-old Valenzuela, who has the kind of natural power that could give even the best fighters in the lightweight division serious problems. The fact that Valenzuela hasn't received the same media attention as some of the other big names at 135 pounds, fighters like Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, and Devin Haney, seems more a matter of timing than talent. At just 21 years old, Valenzuela already looks better than some of his more famous counterparts, at least in terms of power and punch placement. While Garcia has dazzling speed, Lopez has explosive energy, and Haney has elite boxing IQ, Valenzuela's raw power, especially when targeting the body, could make him the dark horse in the division. This brings us to how Valenzuela might pose a threat to someone like Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Davis, known for his knockout power and ferocity in the ring, has been nearly unstoppable in his career so far. With a 29-0 record and 27 knockouts, Tank has torn through the lightweight division, defeating fighters like Leo Santa Cruz and Mario Barrios in highlight reel fashion. However, a fighter like Valenzuela could present new challenges for Davis, ones that many fans and analysts might be overlooking. First and foremost, Valenzuela's body punching is something that could seriously disrupt Davis's game. While Davis has shown excellent defense and head movement in the past, a fighter who is willing to commit hard shots to the body could force him out of his comfort zone. Valenzuela's sparring sessions with Lopez demonstrated that he knows how to break down even elite fighters with well-placed body shots. The ability to slow down an opponent with consistent pressure to the body could prove crucial in a fight against Davis, who relies on his speed and explosiveness to land heavy shots upstairs. Moreover, Valenzuela's experience against fighters like Lopez, even in sparring, shows that he isn't intimidated by big names or high-pressure situations. This mental toughness is something that could serve him well in a fight against Davis, who thrives on overwhelming his opponents both mentally and physically. If Valenzuela can withstand the early onslaught that Davis typically brings, his body work could start to wear Davis down over the course of the fight. Another key factor is Valenzuela's ability to land punches from unexpected angles. Fighters like Davis, who are used to controlling the pace and dictating the flow of the fight, often struggle against opponents who can hit them in ways they aren't accustomed to. Valenzuela's awkward yet effective style, combined with his southpaw stance, could give Davis problems as he tries to time his usual power shots. Of course, there's always the question of whether Valenzuela can handle Davis's power. Tank has been able to knock out almost everyone he's faced, and Valenzuela would need to be prepared for the kind of relentless pressure that Davis is known for. However, if Valenzuela can stay disciplined and continue to target the body throughout the fight, he might be able to neutralize some of Davis's power by taking away his legs and slowing him down. In the end, while Valenzuela may not yet have the same level of fame as fighters like Davis or Lopez, his performances in the ring and stories from the gym suggest that he's more than capable of holding his own against the best in the division. His ability to knock out a fighter as skilled as Teofimo Lopez twice in sparring is no small feat, and his power, particularly to the body, makes him a dangerous opponent for anyone at lightweight, including Gervonta Tank Davis. Well, what's your take? Share your thoughts below and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more updates. See you in the next one.